I'm going to tell you 7 content creation hacks you can use to help you create your Instagram content faster than ever before. Welcome back to my channel. I help people to create better Instagram content so they can build an engaged community and turn their knowledge into income. Today I'm going to talk about my 7 top hacks that I use to create content faster than I ever have before. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a quick bonus tip that's going to help you to do less but get more engagement on all of your content. So let's jump straight into the first tip. Now, one of the best things you can do is to set up your space for success. What that literally means is that wherever you create your content, in your home or in your office, wherever it is, leave all of the equipment you need out. Leave it out on your desk. If you're using your laptop, leave it out, leave it plugged in, make sure it's charged up. If you're recording video, make sure your camera is on its tripod, make sure your microphone is in the same place it needs to be, make sure your lighting is set up and ready to go with a click of a button. This simple step of just setting up your space can help you save so much time, not only in the short term but in the long term. Across an entire year you could be saving hundreds of hours of time where you're just simply turning on things or plugging in wires and so on. So set up your space for success, and then all you have to do is sit down and get straight to work. Another great way to save time creating content is to have an idea bank. So whether it's your traditional notebook or your iPhone or your mobile phone, have a folder or a page within that where you literally write down and brain dump every single idea you can think of. And you don't have to do this right before creating a piece of content. You can do this all the time. You can do it, 5 minutes before you go to bed. You can do it every morning when you wake up. You can do it on, the train to work or on the bus to school. Wherever you are, you can do this, and you can add ideas into your idea bank. So then when it comes to sitting down and creating a piece of content, you haven't got to think about ideas. You simply sit down, pick an idea from your notebook and start creating it. And that saves you so much time and will make creating content much, much faster. And not only do you have an idea bank, but also a design bank. Now, quite simply, on your laptop, all you're going to have is a folder, and you're going to save into that folder all of the images you use regularly, all of the shapes, all of the arrows you use regularly, and you're going to have maybe an Illustrator or a Photoshop file, whatever type of file it is, or maybe a Canva template. You can have within that your headlines, your body copy, all set into the right characteristics that you need. So that simply all you do is open up a file, open up a template, copy and paste in what you need, and then it's all formatted correctly. And then you can just personalize each piece of content with those images that you've got stored, with those shapes you've got stored. And that helps you speed up the process so much. I started doing this, and it took my time to create a carousel from 4 hours, yes, 4 hours when I first started, all the way down to just 20 minutes for me now. And the benefit of this even more is that you start building up more of a brand image, because you're reusing elements, obviously in different ways and unique combinations, but these same elements appear time and time again. And not only does it help you save time, but it builds your brand and really helps you to become recognizable on the platform you're on. The next thing you can do is just build a schedule, but build a schedule around your day and around what works for you. It's no good looking at someone else's schedule and just trying to fit that into your day. It's like trying to do a puzzle and getting a different piece from different puzzle and trying to fit that in. It's never going to happen. So work out, what time do you wake up? When do you go to bed? When do you have spare time in a day? And figure out within your schedule you currently have how you can then work in creating content to that schedule so that it's as easy as possible for you to just fit it in and just get it done. When you start trying to, break up your schedule, make things not flow as they normally do, that's when you come across issues with creating content. Just find a schedule that works for you, but the main thing is just stick to it. Stick to it consistently, and you'll get faster over time. And then eventually you can change your schedule and then bring in new ideas and try different ways of putting your schedule together. You need to repurpose your content. I can't emphasize that enough. If you are simply creating a brand new piece of content every single day, a brand new idea every single day, eventually you're going to burn out, and that's going to take up so much more time than is necessary. Repurpose content, particularly long form content that you've made in the past, and break it up into bite-sized pieces and spread it across different platforms. Just one thing to make sure is that if you're taking a YouTube video, post it on Instagram, post it on Twitter, post it on Snapchat, wherever you're going to post it, just make sure you always make it contextual to the platform you're putting it on. So then that way, the actual audience can sense that it's not just a piece of content that's been broken up from YouTube and put onto Instagram. It actually feels like it's native to that platform, and then that way you'll also get more engagement onto that piece of content. One of the best things you can do is just invest in a better piece of equipment. So whether it's your laptop that you're using to create your content, whether it's your phone you're using, try and get some funds, try and invest in something that's going to be much better than, maybe the 10-year-old laptop you're using at the moment, because you don't realize how much time you're wasting, waiting for a video to process, or waiting for, Illustrator to load up on your platform, or, the lag between copy and pasting something. It's these small little details that, over time add up and help you save so much time across the course of a year. And that time comes back into your schedule without you realizing it, and gives you much more time to, spend on other things, maybe engaging with people, maybe reaching out to prospects, or, talking to people in your DMs. So if you have the money available, invest in a better piece of equipment. If you don't have the money available, start saving up right now. Okay, now for the last point. Another great thing you can do is just simply plan your week. Plan when you're going to create content. Plan what content you're going to create. Plan how you're going to create it. What equipment do you need to use? Is there a certain time of day you need to do it? Is there a certain room? Is there a certain condition you need to be in to create that piece of content? Plan everything ahead of time. So I like to pick a Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon where I sit down, for an hour and just plan my week. And then doing this, you then know what to expect. You know what's coming up, and you're already planning, both mentally and with everything around you, getting ready to create that piece of content. But don't forget to also, within your schedule, and this has helped me massively, make sure you plan flexibility within your schedule. So don't pack out every single hour of the day, because I can almost guarantee that piece of content you think is going to take 1 hour to create, most likely might take 2 hours to create. Now obviously that's not always going to be the case, but sometimes that can happen. So you don't want to get caught out. So plan everything ahead, build in some flexibility time, and then you're good to go. Okay, and the bonus point is write less. Yeah, you heard me. Write less content. Now, I don't literally mean if you're creating 10 pieces of content, only write 5 pieces. I mean, per piece of content, put less writing into that piece of content. Now, straight away, if you write less, that's going to save you time, but it actually has a very good benefit, and it compounds over time. The fact is that the more you write, the less people read. So you need to write less so people read more of what you're putting into your content. And then when this happens, more people are actually going to engage with your content, more people are going to feel the impact of your content, and then your content overall is just going to be much better. It's going to have much more impact, it's going to get more engagement, and you ultimately will get more growth, more business growth, more community growth, whatever it is you're aiming for. But at the end of the day, writing less is just a win-win situation, because you're putting less time into creating that piece of content. And you have to understand that content on social media and producing content, it's not just about quality. Quality does make a difference, it does make a big difference, but ultimately it's about speed. And if you can get content out quicker, you can get more content out. And if you can be quicker to get content out than your competitors, quicker to get an ebook out, quicker to get a course out, whatever it is, then ultimately speed wins. All the time, speed wins. So learn to create content quicker through everything I've mentioned already, but one of the biggest things you can do is just write less. So I hope you found value in those 7 or 8 hacks to create content faster. And if you like this video, then feel free to check out this video here for my 0 to 100,000 followers strategy, or this video here, which is all about how I personally create my content for Instagram. But other than that, guys, don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.